time, there was a man and a woman in Ireland. This was a long, long time ago. And the man was called Mike and the woman was called Molly. And they loved each other very, very, very much. And there was a lot of kissing and cuddling, and they were the kind of folk you'd be embarrassed to be seen with in a pub. They were so in love with each other. But they were very, very, very poor. They were so poor, we'd be definitely the kind of people you'd be embarrassed to be seen with in the pub. So poor. And they had a little, like a hovel. They had a little hovel they rented from a mean old landlord, and they had a bit of land, and they grew some chickens, and planted some potatoes and all kinds of things. And Molly, she tended a little bit of land. She looked after the pig, she looked after the chickens, she looked after the potatoes and the cow and all that. And Mike, he would go out and he'd hire himself out as a farm labourer. And he'd go out digging ditches and building walls. He was kind of healthy, kind of outdoor kind of guy again. And life was fine. The only sorrow in their life was that they were so poor they couldn't have a family. And but they go on, you know, just cuddle and kiss and all that kind of stuff. It was very nice. And then one day, everything went desperately wrong. And you're allowed to cry at this point. It went terribly, terribly wrong. They woke up one day and the potatoes and the carrots had mould on them. They woke up the next day and the pig had up and died. They woke up the next day, the hen had stopped laying. And the very next day, there was a chap at the door, and it was the mean old landlord, where's the rent? And I was thinking, oh my God, Molly said to the landlord, do not worry, come back in a week's time, we'll have the money, come back in a week. And the landlord said, you better have the money in a week, or you're out. Well, that night, Mike and Molly sat down over the kitchen table. And they looked at each other, and Mike said to Molly, Molly, what are we to do? We have no money, we have no money, the chickens are dead, everything's gone, we can't make no money anywhere. And Molly looked at him and said, Mike dear, don't panic, I have a plan. I'm the brains of this outfit, you're the brawn, listen to me. What we're going to do is tomorrow you're going to take our cow, and you're going to take the cow to market, and you're going to sell the cow. Oh Molly, I can't sell the cow. If we sell the cow, we're not going to get any more milk. Mike, listen, sell the cow, and we'll have enough money to pay the rent, and after that, God will look after us. And she gave Mike a right wifey stare, and Mike knew. So the next day, Mike woke up, and he got the cow, and he started walking to the market, and it was 30 miles to the market. But it was a nice sunny day, and he was walking along with the cow, but you know, Mike was a kind of vigorous, digging holes, building walls kind of man, and here he was walking a cow, like a woman. And he walked with the cow, and he was a bit embarrassed that maybe his friends would see when he was kind of trying to bit distant from the cow and swishing it along. And he walked on, and he walked for maybe 3 or 4 miles when he heard a strange wee voice. Hello, Mike! How's yourself? How's it going? Jesus, says Mike, and he looked around, and he couldn't see anybody. How are you, Mike? And he looked down, and there was a wee fella standing beside him. And he was the queerest looking creature he'd ever seen. He had a long black coat that came all the way down to the ground. He had the most ugly face. It was a pale, kind of greeny with black dots like a cauliflower that's going off, and he had little red piercing eyes that kept looking about from side to side. Hello, Mike! How you doing? How you doing? Are you grand? I'm fine. How do you know my name? Oh, Mike, I've had a high regard for you for many, many years. You're a great man. How are you? I'm grand. And are you off to market? How do you know? You've got a cow! That's right. I'm taking the cow to market. Very, very good. So your wife Molly told you to go to the market. She has indeed. It's a long way, 30 miles. I know. 30 miles of walking with a cow like a woman. I don't even be embarrassed if your friends saw me. Right, look at it. Well, Molly's told me I have to go to market. Mike, what if I bought the cow from you and gave you a good price from it? Mike looked at him and said, No. My wife Molly said I have to go to the market and sell the cow for the highest price possible. Mike, I can buy the cow for even better than the highest price possible. I can buy the cow for the greatest treasure ever. And Mike looked at the wee fella and said, And what would you give me for the cow? And the wee man, he opened his coat, he said, I'll give you this. And he opened his coat and he put his hand in and he took out a blue bottle. Oh, says Mike, you're treating me like a fool. Last night Molly was treating me like an idiot. Now you're treating me like an idiot. Oh, Mike, I don't think you're an idiot. I think you're a very, very wise man. Do you? Indeed I do. You look to me like the kind of person who'd been into philosophy, mate? I had two for my breakfast this morning. Of course you did, Mike, of course you did. You're the kind of guy that thinks about the future and all the abominable things out there. I am indeed. Well, consider this, Mike. Consider this. You go down to the market there, you walk the 30 miles, you have the cow with you, you get to the market, and there is a billionaire from Texas. And he sees your cow and he suddenly realises it's a rare species of cow and he wants to crossbreed it with his cows and he gives you $1 million for the cow. Does he? Do you really think that's likely to happen, Mike? Oh, jeez, I don't know. Oh, consider this, Mike. You go to the market with your cow and you get there and sure there's 1,000 other fellas with cows being sent there with the rights to pay the rent. There's a crop of cows and you can only get a shilling for it. Oh, Jesus, says Mike. Or, consider this, Mike. You get to the market with your cow, and sure you manage to sell the cow for a good price, and you're walking home, and there's a wee skip in your step, and there's a smile on your cheeks, and you're walking all that way back home, and bandits see you. And the bandits know you've been to market, and they can see you smiling, and they know you've got money on you, and they come down, and they mug you. And what would your Molly think then? You turn up the door and there's no money in your pocket and there's not a breath of life in your body. Oh, Jesus, says Mike, give me the blue bottle! And he grabbed the blue bottle and he gave the cow and suddenly he felt at peace with the world. And the wee fellow looked at him and said, Mike, you've done a very, very wise thing. Because I will tell you, that blue bottle you have is a magic bottle. Go home now, go into your kitchen, clean the table in the kitchen, put the blue bottle on the table, walk around the kitchen 3 times, the table 3 times, and then shout out, "Bottle, do your duty!" Says Mike, that's amazing. He grabbed the bottle and he ran all the way back home. Well, he went to the little hovel, he shared with his wife Molly. Molly looked up, Mike, you're back very early. Don't worry, Molly, do not worry. He did go to the market, kind of. Mike, what did you do with the cow? I've sold the cow for an amazing price. Molly looked at him. What did you get for the cow, Mike? Molly, you'll love me forever. Look what I've got. And he opened up his coat and he took out the blue bottle. Well, you have to understand that Molly was always complaining they didn't have enough crockery, they didn't have enough pots and pans. In the next 2 minutes, every cup, saucer, frying pan and pot in the house was cracked over the head of her poor husband. And when she finished swearing and cussing and using language which I will not hear, poor Mike was lying in the corner, bleeding and battered, and she looked at the bottle. And she thought, dear God, there's nothing else for it. And she looked at her husband and said, what is this about? He said, on the table, go around 3 times and shout out, what will do your duty? She went around the table. She walked around 3 times. Bottle, do your duty. The next thing, 2 wee fellas jumped out the bottle. One of them had a silver tray, one had a golden tray, and on the trays was all manners of champagne and food and wines and cakes. And Molly looked and she looked down at her husband and she went, Mike, oh Mike, you're the best husband ever. Come away up and he jacked him up and she patted his hair and she sewed the ear back on. Oh Mike, I love you so much. And they sat down. And the wee fellas brought out food, and they brought out silver knives and forks, and brought out goblets made out of diamonds and all manners of things. And when they finished eating, Mike and Molly sitting with big bellies, the wee fellas went back into the bottle, and they left all the silver and gold and crystal all there. And Molly looked at Mike, and Mike looked right back at him. And the next day they walked to market with a big bag, and they came back in a horse-drawn carriage. And that night they got the blue bottle, done the exact same thing. They went round with the chicken out, bottle, do your duty. The wee fellas jumped out, gave them more gold and more silver, more crystal, more champagne and more cakes and more meat and everything. And this went on and on and on. And suddenly Mike and Molly were very, very, very rich. And because they were so rich, they became very impassioned, and there was a sex scene, and they had babies. They had 2 babies. And people began to notice there was something different with Mike and Molly. And one day, the landlord came out and tapped the door, demanding the rent. Mike opened the door, oh, you want the rent? There you go. And the landlord said, I've noticed there's been a change in your circumstances, Mike. There has indeed. I'm now even more rich than you. And the landlord said, that's a strange thing. How did it happen? And Mike knew he should keep his mouth shut and not tell anybody anything, but it was the landlord, he hated the landlord, he went to show him up and he said, I'll tell you. And then a wee fella gave me a blue bottle, he put it in the table, he did shed bottle, and we made it in. And the landlord looked and said, I'll buy it from you. I will buy the blue bottle from you. And Mike said, I don't need your money. And I'm keeping the blue bottle. Well, the landlord looked at Mike and said, Mike, you know, not only are you a very rich man, but you're a very wise man. In fact, I would say you're almost a gentleman. And Mike looked at him. Almost? Of course, almost. To be a true gentleman, you need your own land. So I'll tell you what. If you give me the blue bottle, I'll give you the deeds to the land. And Mike thought, I'll do it. And he got the blue bottle, he gave it to the landlord, he got the deeds to the land, and suddenly he was very, very happy. And he went to Molly and he said, Molly, I've given away the blue bottle, but I've got the deeds to the land, and Molly was happy. And the children were happy. They had their own land, they were household owners, Celtic Tiger Irish people, and they were great. And so they were very, very happy. But the problem was, even though they were so rich, they did not know how to handle money. And they kept spending the money they had, and there was no more money coming in. And they were buying things, they were buying diaper pins made out of ivory and diamonds. They were sending money after relatives in Boston and Sydney that they'd never seen for years and years and years. They were having parties and parties and parties. And they were buying rattles for the children made out of diamonds and rubies and all sorts of things. And within 6 months, they'd spent every single last penny. And they woke up one day and the pig had died. And they woke up the next day and the chickens had stopped laying eggs. And they woke up the next day and there was a mould and the carrots and the potatoes. And finally they realised, oh my God, all they had left was the cow. And Molly looked at Mike, and Mike said, Molly, I know what to do. And so that morning, Mike took the cow and he went walking and sure enough, he'd walked a couple of miles and up came a voice, hello Mike, how's yourself, how's it going? It's going grand. And how's being rich then? Rich was lovely, but I'm poor again. Poor? How did you manage that? I lost the bottle. But I was wondering, I have a cow. So if I give you this cow, could you give me another bottle? And the wee fella looked at him and said, sure, I can give you another bottle. Gave me the cow, took the cow, and he opened his jacket, and he gave out another bottle to Mike. Mike grabbed the bottle, and he ran home. Emerson got it, man. He ran so fast. He got in the door. Jumped in the door, Molly was standing there, the children were standing there, he had the blue bottle, held it up, Molly went, yes! The children went, yes! He cleaned the